Hello, this is Lady B, the Queen of Wellness. I come before you with a new session, and the title of it is Don't Allow People to Shut You Up When Your Lips Are Moving. It is very rude and it is not an enjoyable feeling to connect with people when they are trying to cut you off when you are having a conversation with them, when you are expressing what is important to you, whether it is small, whether it doesn't make any sense to them, or even whether it even agree with the subject that you guys are discussing. It is very uncomfortable and it is very inconsiderate, as well as when you are discussing any matter. It is just like a child, which is a toddler, a baby. When a baby first learns how to talk, that baby is saying what they feel in their little hearts to say. And they're expressing it the best that they know how, whether we understand what they're saying or not. The baby is expressing what it's feeling from his heart. And it is looking to you from eye to eye to interact with what they're trying to say. And when you show some type of regards in what they're saying, that baby feels real happy knowing that it has that connection with you. And it has this energy that it wants to cling to you even closer when you are showing them the consideration in their mouth is important to what they have to say. It is very important when we are want to get a word out of any kind of event that is before us, any kind of situation and any kind of iota that doesn't seem so real to even discuss, and you're cutting them off, and you're doing it in a very disrespectful way, you're doing it in a very quiet, cunning way, and even a nice, nasty kind of a way. So when someone is coming to you and they want to express a matter that they feel that they need to let out, they need to vent out, and you are acting like you don't even see them nor even hear them, what is that saying about you? What is that saying about your character? And what is that saying about how you were taught? And when you are coming in a way where uh, a person is not important to you or showing that they don't even matter, and you giving them this silent treatment when they are trying to express to you something, you are giving them this nonchalant attitude, like you don't care, like you are the only one that is important, that your voice is the only one that has an opinionation to say what's on your mind. And you would want someone to listen to you, to hear you out, whether it's good, whether it's not so good. You want them to hear you because you feel like in your heart that what you have to say, it is important to say. And when you're not being heard, and when you're not being paid attention to, people sometimes they lose everything inside of them. They want to just jump off the cliff because they feel like every word that comes out of their mouth, every advice and every experience that they need to say, you are shutting them out as if you are closing a door. And even a door, when you close that door is either going to be slammed hard, you're going to hear it very well, or it is going to be slammed softly. And that door even expresses how a person feels when they are having the equipment in their hand, which is the knob on the door and the wood at the wall. You will be able to tell if a person is angry, if a person is having an attitude, if a person is having a bad day, and even when they do not want to be bothered with. The body language through the voice, it will express when you are not wanting to be heard or you want to be heard. That door is going to give you a sign. Have you ever lived next door from someone, or you were in a place of business and all of a sudden you walk at the door and someone closed the door in your face, or you come to your resident of your home and you turn your key, you walk inside of your apartment, just as you're closing your door, your neighbor comes crashing in at their door and they just slam their door as hard as they can. That's giving a sign. That is telling a sign through the language of the voice. When someone don't want to be heard and when someone wants to be heard. It can go either way. It can go either way. The voice speaks in so many symphonies, so many syllables, and so many paragraphs, and so many statements that is made. In today's world, people could be very rude, very unkind, controlling, manipulating, giving you this silent treatment as if this is their way to control you, as if this is their way of even getting your attention or getting you to do something that you have made up in your mind that you are not going to do because you are not comfortable with what was discussed or a situation that was inactive you wasn't satisfied with. So you pull back from the situation. You centered yourself on you're going to be considerate enough. You want to leave the matter. You want to go and think about the matter. It's not like you're closing someone off. It's not like you are isolating yourself from the situation. The voice, the voice, it is important to be heard. And if you're an intelligent mind, if you have any type of self-conscious about being able to communicate in a well-like manner with someone, you will let them know either verbally, mentally, in some type of a way, you're going to let them know that they are important to you to hear what you have to say. And it is important that we know that we are being paid attention to. You're not being pushed off to the corner. You're not being closed into a box. You're not being misunderstood because someone did not want to hear you. And it is important that as the voice has been created to be used, the voice has been created to voice their opinion. You don't have to agree on every subject, and you don't have to agree on even how the subject start in the beginning to communicate with you, the other party, or a group of people. It is what it is, and you must be an adult in an adult type mind, mature type of a person, allowing each individual to be a free flow, to be able to be in the realm of knowing also that they are in a safe place. Because when you are making excuses, when you're giving the silent treatment, when you're giving the the nonchalant attitude. You're giving a disrespectful, not showing any type of this person means more than just someone that wants to have a talk. So it's important that you allow them, yourself, and all those that is in your group, that is in your circle, that is in your environment to be able to speak the language of communication, to speak the language of a voice, to speak the language as they were created, and so are you, to be able to use your tongue, your mouth in a creative way, to be able to express what you feel, even if it's anger, and even if it's not the kindest words for them or you to express it to each other, is still important to allow one to venture out into a communication of words, and let it be that someone do not have to raise their hand like they're in school, as if they're a child, wanting you to hear them or wanting you to listen to them. And it doesn't also has to be an argument, a disagreement, or shouting to each other, or ready to fight each other because you don't want to either, one, you don't want to hear that person out, two, you don't like what they're saying, three, they are not into your energy, which is your personality character, that you feel that they're not eloquent, they're not proper enough, and they are not intelligent enough for you to be able to interact, to hear what they have to say. It is important that you don't make anyone feel less. Every human being is created to be able to venture venture out and to invent out into however way that they need to create, to let you know what is on their mind, what is in their heart, and what is carrying them and acting in them to feel the way that they are feeling, why they need to express their self with their lip, with their tongue, and with their mouth. And so be mind like, be intelligent, be a bigger person, and show some finesse, show some character, and show some concern. That's right, show some concern when you, as a group of people, however many it is, you be sometimes even the bigger person and not the small person, by not allowing someone to be able to have a conversation with you, to be able to talk with you, civilized, peaceful, and you can even be angry at someone, believe it or not. You can be angry with someone, and you can even be so mad that you feel like you're going to blow up. Smoke's going to come out your ears. But you have enough respect, personality, character that you hold dear to you always. And you aren't going to vindicate. You are not going to go outside of your character to come at someone in a bad, negative way that is going to cause them to hurt so bad in the long run that they feel like that they cannot talk to no one else. Because when you cutting someone off from their mouth, from their lips, you can cause them with a bad injury to their souls. It causes another person, and even you, if it was reversed on the other feet and someone done you that way, you begin to have low self-esteem. You begin to feel like you can't talk to anyone. You feel like before you even get out what you're trying to say to a new person or someone that you already know, you're hesitating. You're even practicing, and you're even sitting quiet, silently, of how you're going to communicate the words out, where you're in your mind thinking, I don't want to offend no one. I don't want to hurt no one. I don't want someone to come at me and saying, I don't like the way you said that, or you could have said it better this way, or you were hollering